Hey guys, my name is Kunal Kashyap and welcome to Quarantalks, a weekly podcast I host along with Jaden Maskie, Sahil Sogi, Moksh Jain, and Ethan Maskie.
Hey guys, my name is Jaden Maskie. I am a music producer and upcoming artist from Goa, India.
Hi guys, this is Sahil Sogi. I am your next fashion influencer.
Hey guys, my name is Moksh and I am from Mumbai.
Hey guys, this is Ethan Maskie and I'm a photographer from Goa.
Alrighty, this is the first episode of my weekly podcast series. Thank you all for tuning in for this week's episode. Today, we have a very interesting topic to talk about, and that's the next generation of consoles. Sony has recently shown us the new PS5, and everyone had a lot to say about it. What do you guys think?
I mean, PS5, what a leap into the next generation. When it comes to design, something that is super futuristic and something that we haven't ever seen before. So I think I really like the way the console looks. What about you, Sahil?
I love the way the console looks, especially, it's just so minimal and, come on, it's white now. Like, that just makes it look so clean and simple. And I just feel I am a huge fan of this design.
Yeah, and I really think it's a big step up from the PS4, where the PS4 was really sharp, the lines are really sharp and crisp. And it's nice that they're looking at this new approach, which is more curvy. And overall, it just, I think, looks like a much better console.
Yeah.
I also agree with y'all. Personally, I'm a PlayStation fanboy and I really think that the futuristic design is really great. I'm really excited for the PlayStation 5 and I hope that everyone else is.
Well, as we
Yeah, of course.
as we're talking about this PlayStation 5, let's get into some design specs of it. What do you guys think?
Uh, I mean, that the console is really packed. We're seeing a lot of new hardware which we've never seen before. Now it comes with an 8-core processor and 16 GB of DDR6 RAM. Now that is going to speed things up a lot. And accompanied with an SSD, loading times are going to be like close to none. So yeah.
Right. And it's not only that, but like we've already had 8-core processors in consoles before, but the architecture that the new consoles are going to be using is completely different. It's on a different league. In fact, it's using Zen 2 architecture from AMD, which is not even released on PC yet. It is going to, but which this just shows that how amazing the PlayStation 5 is going to be.
But guys,
No, but okay. Sorry,
yeah, if
can I
you
just
think
cut
about
you off for
it,
a second?
go on, Ethan. That's okay.
Specs being one thing, I get it. But I think before we talk about the specs, we should talk about the design and the controller. And don't you think we should talk about that
Yes,
first
I was
before
Sure,
we
I
go
think,
on?
exactly.
we could cover
Fine.
that up first.
Yeah, I was exactly about to
Yeah,
say
so
that.
let's talk about the design then. So in my opinion, I think I like the way the digital only version looks because I think it's much cleaner. And
Yes.
personally, having a slightly sour experience with my own PS4 with the disk drive failing, I think digital only would be the perfect way to go going forward. Maybe storage may be a bit of a concern considering the less than 1 terabyte hard disk. I mean the SSD, sorry. But I think it'll still, with an additional hard drive, of course, be a very great package.
Well,
Yeah, completely.
but now if you think about it, the size, there have been a lot of speculations, and there's been a recent leak from Sony's factory showing the size. Let me just pull up the article for y'all. So here you can see factory workers holding the PS5, and that looks gigantic. It looks massive. It's comparatively much more bigger than the previous gen consoles. And how do you guys think this will affect players?
I
Right.
mean,
So
honestly, I feel like even though the console is quite large and is larger than I think most consoles or maybe every console that has ever released yet. The fact that you can actually lay the console sleeping, I mean horizontal as well as vertical, makes it I don't know, maybe compatible with most desks.
True.
No.
Yes.
Sure.
But
But
that might not be the case for everybody, right? See, like maybe
Yeah.
for us, it might be like take me for example. My current setup is like really packed. There's barely enough space for my PS4 Slim to fit on the desk itself. So with the PS5, I think it's going to be, and they're saying that it's going to be much larger. So I'm interested to see
Yeah.
how it's going to change people's living room. In fact.
also if you see,
And also, I think.
but yeah, also if you see the
All right. So, sorry, Kunal.
yeah, it's
Go
okay.
ahead.
So a lot of players have their consoles stood up vertically in like vertical shelves, like dedicated for it. Now, this PS5 is definitely much bigger than the PS4, and it might not fit into the vertical space. So, what if they do not have any other places to keep the console? Wouldn't that also be very problematic sometimes?
Yeah, I mean, it would. But I guess if a gamer is gonna go into a PS5 knowing all these things when it officially launches and everybody gets a chance to hold it in their hands and actually see how big it is, I guess people will sort of make adjustments to their own setups, because I mean at the end of the day we're all gamers, and for us we want the latest and greatest that console
Exactly.
manufacturers are giving us.
Yeah, that's true.
But the only concern I think I had with, or I have rather, is heat dissipation, which, considering the beefier specs, I think it may be considerably hotter than the PS4, because even it heats up, it sounds like a jet engine, which I bet you'll all agree
Yeah, I
that
agree
it
with
sounds like it's
you.
about to take off.
Unless you clean out your PS4, it's horrible.
And we all know how much everyone
Yeah.
cleans their PS4.
Which is like once
Totally.
in a blue moon.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm
I
saying,
have
I mean, the PS4 was clearly better according to me, but it was a really loud jet engine. Like
Oh,
you
like
could hear
trust me.
it through
Yeah.
Yeah.
everyone's mics.
like I personally have
True.
never cleaned my PS4 to begin with, so it really sounds like a massive jet engine beside me.
Same. I never had the patience to.
Yeah. So
No, but guys, I
hopefully,
think y'all should clean your PS4s.
Yeah, I think I should.
maybe. Let's see.
Yeah.
All
And
right, so
all.
what do you guys think about the controller now?
Ooh,
The
I love the way the
DualSense
controller
5.
looks.
But if you guys think about it,
Right?
the design of the controller sort of resembles the Xbox. I mean,
Indeed, yes, actually, yeah.
the adaptive
So
triggers
do you
is a
so
very good
like do you
feature.
like the fatter controller, or do you like the slim controllers like the PS3 controllers, PS4 controllers?
Personally, I think I'd go for the PS3 controllers.
Yeah, same.
What
Personally,
about everyone else?
I guess,
No,
to be
I
honest, it
don't
just
think I
depends
don't.
on how
Yeah.
you've sort of, I mean, been like throughout the generations, what
true.
console you've sort of played. I mean, if you're an Xbox person, and you've gotten used to the controller, the way the controller feels, I'm sure you'll go for the new Xbox. And if you've, been a PlayStation guy like all of us, we would definitely go in for the PS5.
There are also some
Sure.
players
Actually,
who
one
But I
have.
also
interesting
think,
topic that I wanted to
sorry,
speak about later.
yeah. Right, so, but I also think the jump from the PS4 to the PS5 controller is more of an evolution, because the jump from PS3 to PS4 was quite large, because it was a completely different controller in terms
True.
of its shape, in terms of its handling. But I think the additions in the new PS5 controller may be a lot better than the PS4's, but then only time will tell, because even though the PS4 controller had the touchpad and everything, we didn't see ourselves using its touch functionality in most games. Like, except for games like the platformer games and the Sony games that they had with the implementation, I don't think the touchpad made that much of an impact to our gaming.
Yeah,
Correct.
I mean, it was just like an
Yeah, I
additional
agree with
feature,
you. Yeah,
just
and
to like
like
put it out.
even games like GTA 5, they actually had touchpad functionality, but like no one ever used it. Like in
Exactly.
some major titles, there were touchpad functionality, but like it was practically useless. There was not a lot of scope for it. And
Yeah,
like as you said, like PlayStation games themselves, like they were the only ones who could actually benefit from that. So I
true.
actually hope that maybe in the future, like PS6, they discontinue the touchpad, and give us some new feature.
Yeah.
Well, only time may tell about that. Speaking of games, how about we talk about a few of the games that they have shown us in the trailer? Some eye-catching ones, especially Assassin's Creed, the new Spider-Man, the Gran
Oh my,
Turismo.
Oh
yep.
yeah. Oh wait, but
Oh
can we
yeah.
like please take a second and just cry that we would not be seeing GTA 6?
GTA
Oh
6.
my god,
Yeah.
dude. I
I mean,
was really
yeah.
disappointed.
Yeah, like
I
while
was
watching the
extremely
live stream,
disappointed.
we were like so hyped that okay, GTA 6. But then yeah, it
Yeah.
was like
Everyone
a
was
And then
huge
we just see
basically,
letdown.
Michael there, and then we're just like, oh no, this guy again.
yeah,
True.
correct. Everyone was just waiting for
Sure.
the announcement of GTA 6, and they just drop a GTA 5 remastered on us. I mean, to an extent,
Yeah.
yes, that is certainly an improvement, but let's see what the improvement actually will be when we have the console and the
Yeah.
game. Yeah.
Like, they can't just cover up this not having GTA 6 with the fact that, oh, they were giving us $1 million every month. So, for those of you who don't know, all GTA 5 online players will be getting $1 million as long as you're a PlayStation
Mm-hmm.
Plus user till the time
GTA 6
GTA
comes
5
out.
will be released. GTA 6,
Sorry.
what? No, PlayStation 5. The
Yeah,
GTA 5 will
PlayStation
be
5.
released
Sorry.
on the PlayStation 5.
But
Yeah.
yesterday I was reading a thread which spoke about a leak about a Rockstar employee on Twitter, and his bio said that they are working on another game actually. So
Oh.
not talking about GTA 5 extended, but another game. So a lot of people were speculating that that could still be GTA 6, and
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like GTA 5 extended and enhanced is going to be a lot better than the GTA 5 that we're using. I mean, it's going to be like the map is going to be expanded as well as new cars and constant and frequent updates. So I don't
Yeah.
think it's a bad thing, but I
Yeah.
think we should still probably, have our hopes high for
That's true,
Rockstar.
yeah. Fingers crossed.
Hopefully.
Exactly.
Yeah, because GTA 6 has to come out eventually. I guess they've been
Hey,
working on it since the PS4 development consoles had come out like a few months ago or maybe a year ago.
Mm-hmm.
And
right.
that probably is in the works. We just don't know it yet.
So this is an article I found on Lad Bible, which says that GTA 6 is finally in early development, which is really good. I mean, in fact, I'm just happy to see they've actually started to work on it.
Again,
But I just hope they would have started earlier.
it might just be a speculation, might just be a leak or like a rumor. We
Yeah,
have
it's according to a report, but I don't think it's a confirmed thing.
well, speaking about the graphics
Mm-hmm.
of GTA 5 remastered and 6, how about we get into some technical stuff of the PS5? The processor and all that.
Yeah,
Right.
sure.
Yeah. So the
So,
Sure.
PS5 processor packs an 8-core AMD Ryzen Zen 2 CPU and the max gigahertz for that was 3.5 gigahertz. And then it has 16 GB
Yeah.
DDR6 RAM, and that's insane for a console.
Yeah, that's crazy, yeah.
Like imagine
Yeah.
us playing
I
at
just hope.
4K
Yeah.
120 FPS resolution as a regular thing instead of it being optional, which is right now. Because PS4 Pro is the only console that supports 4K, but like a default PS5 basic feature is 4K and 120 FPS. That is,
it's not only like,
yeah, go
yeah,
on.
like PS4 Pro, it's supports 4K, but like it's not really that good. Like even big titles like GTA, it does not run at 4K like properly, like on full frame rates. So I think that PS5 is really going to be a huge step. I think it's going to be an even bigger step there from PS3 to PS4.
That's true. But I think with its graphical performance that the PS4 brought, I mean, I'm talking about games like God of War and Horizon Zero Dawn and really graphically intensive games, and also The Last of Us Part 2 that's come out now. In terms of character design and character details, I think the PS4 also has done a brilliant job because now they're only going to add to it with its ray tracing and the shadows and reflections and everything being more real, like true to life. But in terms of the jump in visual performance, I think the PS5, sorry, is only going to be looking at reflections and shadows and everything, more than just, character detail. Obviously, it'll be more.
Yeah, but
Because
yeah,
if you look
as
at
you say, when they come
Marvel
up with
Spider-Man,
something new,
yeah,
they're gonna just overlap. I mean, whatever they've already done and just make it better.
exactly.
Yeah.
Right.
So
So,
yeah, go on,
go ahead,
Mosh.
go ahead, Kunal.
No,
Okay, fine. So, if y'all don't know, Sony has been focusing a lot on the new SSD. Apparently, it's going to be a custom SSD and not like one they're going to be buying from any producer. It's going to be their own custom SSD. And they've even gone as far as to mention that actually game files on the PS5 is actually going to be at a reduced size because of the new technology that the new SSD provides. I'm not exactly sure how it works. Like I know about it, but they said that there's some technology in it that allows it to have lower space games now.
Yeah,
So
that's
which
really
I
awesome, man.
Yeah, that's
yeah,
true.
imagine having GTA 5 for like what 30 40 gigs instead of 80.
And I think that was like the primary like the concern when they announced that it's only going to be an 825 GB SSD. We were all wondering, and because I like on a 1 TB PS4 now you can store probably like 10, 12 games max. So that was
But
a
that's
main
10, not
concern.
12 smaller games.
Exactly, it's not
If you
even large
really, if you
games.
go
Yeah.
for
Modern
AAA
Warfare
titles
screwed
and
us all up.
true,
very.
Modern Warfare with its almost 200
200
GB
gigs.
storage space.
Hey, I mean
Anybody
it
who
took
has a
195 for
500
me.
GB PS4 is sort of screwed because they can only install Modern Warfare
I
and
swear.
probably a few small games.
Yeah, I literally had to delete like 3 of my games just to play Modern Warfare. That's just so messed up.
Like if you
And
think
every
about it,
update
But
you're just
Sahal,
deciding which every update you're just deciding which another game to uninstall.
Yeah.
Sahil,
Yeah, like
asking you this
yes.
question, to be honest, right now, I think you're the only one here, or I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong, but you have a 500 GB PS4, right?
Yes, I do. Unfortunately.
And anybody else here who has a 500 GB PS4?
no.
I
No,
mean, I do
I have a
have
1
one,
terabyte.
but the thing is, I've installed an extended hard drive. Yeah.
Okay.
That's smart
All right. So
choice.
Sahil, I wanted to ask you, what would
Yes.
if you got a PS5,
Mhm.
whenever it did come out, or even after a year of it being out, would you still consider getting an additional hard drive to store your games from the get-go, or will you sort of try making use of all the new smaller games that will be coming?
Actually it depends cuz I mean I'm more of uh FPS person. I mean who plays
Mm-hmm.
FPS.
Sure, sure.
First
Yeah.
person shooting games. Yeah. So I
Of course,
feel
of course.
so I feel I wouldn't have to get like an external hard
Hard
disk,
drive.
hard drive, sorry. So yeah, I feel I would just I would be able to manage it with whatever
Mm-hmm.
comes with the PS5. So yeah, I think I'd be good with
Okay.
that. Yeah, I feel it honestly depends from like person to person on how much they game and like the amount of games they are planning on getting.
True.
Mm-hmm.
I
So yeah.
personally think that not a lot of people are gonna get every single launch title that's coming out with the PS5 because, to be very honest with this, some of the launch titles were kind of disappointing. I'm not gonna lie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I
True.
don't really think a
They
lot of
were
people are
pretty
gonna get.
bad.
Most of them.
Well,
Yeah.
Yeah.
PSVR is compatible from the get-go for the PS5 and they might update the PSVR as well. We are not sure about that, but it's another speculation. So with all these specs, the design, the adaptability to the new SSD and all the graphics and stuff, how much do y'all think is this gonna be at base price? Because there are like two versions, one digital and the one with the Blu-ray.
Right.
So personally, I think there's only going to be like a $50 difference, max 100. I don't think they're going to like change the price a lot for the digital and the um, one with the disc reader as well. Although, like if you
Mm-hmm.
look at it, the one with the disc reader, it's 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray player, which actually some
Yeah.
people want. I've at least heard that many people want 4K Blu-ray players, so like they're actually gonna go and get the disc version because
PS5 instead.
yeah, it's only a $50 difference, and like that's not a lot for a Blu-ray player.
Correct.
Yeah, but actually, when I read the specs of the PS5 first, when I saw that they were leaked and all of all of that information sort of surfaced, I was quite nervous because I'm still nervous because I don't know what price they're going to launch it at, but I thought it was going to be upwards of like $700 or $800, considering how
Honestly, I
subsequent
think it's going to be
phones
600.
No, yeah, I get it, but I'm saying like you see the difference in phone prices also from like let's say the year 2015 to now, how phone prices have sort of gone up every year, and people are still willing to pay that much money for it. Like an iPhone, for example, or a Samsung S20 cost like a lakh today.
Yeah,
And
$1,000 plus.
yeah, $1,000. So I thought the specs were, the price is going to be really high. But I think now with the leaks that have slowly started surfacing, and the guy in France on Amazon who sort of found the leaked image of the PS5, and the fact that it's going to cost maybe $399 or $499, which will equate to around 30,000 in India, which is brilliant.
I swear,
I think they
because
want to get more players.
very true, and I'm in no mood of selling my kidney, so
Yeah,
thank
of
you,
course not.
Sony.
I mean, see, again,
That's
what
good.
if in India, because we have seen a lot of manufacturers boost up the price a lot in India. Like if you see the Pixel phones, they are overly expensive.
Oh my god.
Exactly. The
Yeah.
3A is at how much is it again? Ethan, I think you might know about this.
The Pixel, I think, is like close to 45 or 50,000, and abroad it costs an equivalent of about 25,000. So it's almost double in price.
Yeah.
And imagine
That's
that to the PS4. That could cause a lot of problem for like Indian PS4 gamers. I mean, there are a heck load of Indian PS4 gamers, not gonna lie. So yeah.
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 To be honest,
Don't you all
as
also
long as
think that? Sorry, Moksh. I was just saying. Don't you all think that? This may come more as people who are very very interested in the PS5 and everything that it has to offer. But don't you think, along with the supposed $400 price tag, you're gonna have to splurge another $200 or $300, or let's say 25,000-30,000 bucks to get another monitor? Because see, it's gonna run it's gonna support 8K graphics at some point, and 4K is gonna be the staple. So don't you think everybody who has a PS4 already now, or if they have a PS4 Pro, it's a different story. But if they have a PS4 now, just the base one, everyone's gonna sort of have to get a 4K monitor
Yeah,
to
True.
get the best out of
exactly.
the PS5.
That is very
Especially with
true.
features like ray tracing and stuff coming to the PS5, I feel like it should be mandatory that you get something that can actually support, and because that's the sort of leap that they've taken into the future by giving the console such high specifications. And but I also feel that manufacturers, especially people making monitors and televisions, will now sort of see this as a lot of people actually coming to buy these type of monitors, so hopefully the prices of that goes down as well.
See, but right, even though like the PS5 is gonna have PS5 and the Xbox One X is gonna have amazing graphics supporting 8K and even 4K 120 FPS, but uh, if I recall correctly, I had seen a video of Linus Tech Tips which shows that only I think 20% of people own 4K monitors yet, which just shows that people are like 80% are still stuck on 1080p or lower, which is wow. Like, and I think it's still going to take quite some, like at least 5 years, 4 to 5 years to for everyone to switch to 4K. But it's really good that the next generation consoles is gonna be future proof for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is very correct. Now, forgetting all the price, all of the stuff about just the PS5, what do you guys think about in general the future of gaming consoles and also the console wars between Xbox and PS4 or like PlayStation?
So, to be honest, I think the PS5 is going to be an absolutely amazing package and an absolutely amazing console. Um, to be honest, whether you're a PlayStation or an Xbox guy, I don't think you can go wrong with purchasing either of them. Personally, we would obviously go for the PS5, but I feel with its capabilities and specifications that are on offer, just from launch, it's going to be a console that you'll see in every household. Just like the PS3 and the PS4. Uh, and yeah, very soon it's going to really take over the market, just like the PS4 did. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to it.
Now, what would you say? Okay, let's say me speaking from a perspective who has played both the Xbox 360 and the PS3 and PS4 and Xbox One, both the consoles.
Wow,
Okay,
that's a lot of consoles.
Rich kid.
Yeah.
well,
That is a lot of consoles.
I mean, yeah, I guess,
Wow.
but like there are special titles on Xbox, like especially for the car lovers, the Forza series, that is a massive hit
Yeah.
on Xbox, and that's why players who like more into cars, they lean towards Forza and Xbox. So it's a variation of a market we have right now, and also coming up with the ray tracing, the graphics on the cars should be absolutely phenomenal in the future, in like the couple of years that are going to come with the support of monitors and stuff.
Yeah.
So, what do you guys think is going to be like a big step or a change that's going to happen very soon, as in like let's say a couple of years, from the consoles or like the
Okay,
monitors? Yeah.
I think considering the Xbox sort of universe has the Forza series, I think we may see a sort of dedicated racing title that comes only out of the PlayStation 5 universe, because there's things like Gran Turismo, which is like the track racing thing, and a lot of people play that game. But there needs to be a more open world, street friendly game that the PS5 brings, which is and I'm hoping Polyphony Digital, that makes Gran Turismo, can sort of work alongside the PlayStation and Sony and make a game like that. Because okay, fine. The PS4 series has Last of Us and it has God of War, which is so dedicated to PlayStation. And the Xbox universe has like Forza and Halo and all these games. But I think there needs to be a sort of balance in both sides. And I think with now crossplay becoming such an important aspect of gaming today, I think there is going to be a balance between both, and I think there's going to be a sort of cross contamination rather between Xbox games and PS4 games. You never know, there could be Xbox games that come to PS4, I mean, or PS5,
Yep,
sorry,
you never know.
which, yeah, only time will tell, because I
Yeah.
guess that's what we're
And
doing
since
right now, waiting for.
technology is something that's booming, that's all we can say. We just gotta hope.
And pray for the best.
Yeah.
Jaden, what would you give your words about this?
Yeah, I think, to be honest, with the sort of bridge we have between crossplay, and we are seeing it so evidently through Modern Warfare and for games like Fortnite. With crossplay coming in, I think that manufacturers, I mean Xbox and PlayStation, they should sort of take that bridge and sort of give games on both consoles that can be shared as well, especially newer games. And you never know, especially open world games for PlayStation that are sort of lacking can come from new developers that we haven't ever heard from before. We don't have to
True.
only
Yeah.
look forward to the developers that we already know.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Correct.
And yeah, I mean, you know, you can always hope for like Xbox and PlayStation coming together, like having a big
Yeah.
gaming community instead of having, you know, a
Rivals,
beef.
yeah.
Yeah, or
But
like rivalry between them.
Personally,
So
I don't think that's like they're gonna come together, because honestly, the rivalry is always going to exist. I'm not specifically going to pick one side. I mean, obviously, I've been with PlayStation all my entire life, so I'm going to keep continuing with PlayStation for probably the rest of my life, because I'm already familiar with the environment, and I think
Yeah.
that's how the future itself is going to go. people who have been playing people who have been playing on the Xbox will keep using Xbox.
Yeah.
People who have been playing on the PlayStation will keep using the PlayStation. And
No, but I think there is
unless
still a lot of people that may actually. I read when the PS5 was announced and all the specs were released recently. I read a lot of threads on Reddit that where people were saying that the Xbox is going to destroy the PS4, which, if and me defending PlayStation because I am a PlayStation guy, I wouldn't agree with. But then there's a lot of specs that they're saying the Xbox has over the PS4. So I'm hoping that PS4 comes strong when it sort of launches and it overthrows the Xbox, even though the Xbox had the first mover advantage by showing their console early, leaking the specs. And now I think it's just down to price and how both these companies are going to price their consoles.
And also,
Yeah,
like
true.
me personally, okay, about crossplay, now that is something that all players have recently started experiencing because all these consoles, even the PC world, are coming together in multiplayer games. But me personally, I would really not mind the Xbox being on the crossplay platform, but the PC players that get onto the crossplay platform are, to be honest, very annoying to me. At least when
True.
I play,
Yeah.
because they have an unfair advantage
True,
of
true.
the keyboard and mouse. I mean that us we can connect, but then most players just use controllers. What do you guys think?
hey, I'm not gonna
Yeah.
defend them, but they call us aimbot users. So I guess we all have our own things.
It's funny you say that, Moksh. We were just playing Modern Warfare the other day, and we actually came across PC players who were using aimbot, and
Yeah.
we have reported
I
them and
remember that.
posted
I
clips to
remember that.
Twitter. But
Yeah, I
you
mean,
know,
I was in the game. No, but like they call us aimbot because, well, I mean, obviously in FPS like Fortnite, Modern Warfare, aim assist is heavy when crossplay is enabled for controller players.
True. How about, you don't
Yeah.
complain when you die next time?
Okay.
Oh,
I
yeah.
mean,
Yeah.
if you think
And
about it, we've all been there.
also, yeah,
Yeah, we've
also,
all been there.
and also, guys, what if PlayStation actually comes back with free online multiplayer,
Yeah.
just like
Oh
how
my
it was back in
Mm,
I
PlayStation
think that
3?
is something that I don't know, because
True.
PlayStation, even though
Yeah.
PlayStation Plus is something that PlayStation 4 users just
have
were
to get.
introduced, and yeah, if you want to play multiplayer at least. But I think it also has its benefits. We get games for cheaper, and we get a free game every month,
Completely. Yeah.
and
Actually, we get two games
That's true.
every month.
exactly, we got 2 free games every month. So I guess you can't complain, because sometimes the value of those games is quite high. We've also got Last of Us
Yeah.
Yeah.
free. We've got Call of Duty Black Ops 3
We've
free at a
gotten
point.
Destiny 2. We've gotten a
Yeah,
lot of
exactly.
good games.
Yeah, I
A
think
lot
we
of AAA
Drive Club.
titles.
yeah, definitely. I mean, I feel like this subscription should continue, and prices also, if you think about it, the yearly subscriptions, they make the monthly price look quite little.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
that
because also like nowadays, I think very recently, I remember they dropped the prices of PlayStation Plus. Like for a yearly subscription, it's now not 4,000 like it used to be. It was 3,100, and on the sale the other day was 2,100, which is
Oh,
which
that's
To
if
be
they can
honest,
keep
fantastic.
if they
Yeah.
can keep a lower price, I think they will have a lot more people even buying PS Plus.
Very true. Yeah. Because
and
like
I
I
really,
have
really, sorry, go ahead, Sahil.
yeah, like I have a lot of friends who do have PS4, but then they like just tend to like just stop playing because just their PlayStation membership ran out. I mean, it's
Yeah,
basically it's just like human tendency, like like okay, fine, it just ran out. Like what, let me just not play it for a while,
forget
and then
about it.
yeah, and then
Yeah.
they actually do forget about it. So yeah, so
No, but I
I
think
mean they
maybe so. What Sony could include, I think, in the PS5, and I think this may be on the cards. I don't know, but something where, let's say your PlayStation membership runs out, they
right.
should sort of let you still keep PS Plus till the time you pay for it. Like they should charge you for the extra days that you're using it, instead of
Yeah.
having like a specific membership where you can only buy it for a month, 3 months, or a year.
Yes.
Have like
Yes.
a 2 month plan, have like a weekly plan, have like a
Yeah.
6 month plan. For example, people may not want to buy a yearly subscription because maybe they're going out of town, or maybe they're going to
Exactly.
give their
Yeah.
PS5 to someone else.
And
Have a
also,
subscription where you don't have to buy it for such a long period of time.
Very true.
and
yes.
also,
Yeah, Kunal, you were saying.
if you like the PS4 subscription, if the prices are high, you see a lot of people sharing accounts and getting PlayStation Plus, or like games in general.
Yeah.
I mean, we have one of
Yep.
them right here. That is
Come on, we've
Sahil.
all have been there, okay?
No.
Come on.
Yeah.
I
We've
mean,
all have been there.
to a level, but like, so yeah, if they reduce the price, that again will allow a lot of other players also to buy the PlayStation Plus, the membership in general. So that's a major
Agreed.
Yeah.
advantage Sony
Agreed.
should really think of. Right. So I think we've done enough talking about PlayStation 5 for this week and all the
PlayStation
things.
5.
Yeah, all the things that have been coming out, all the leaks and all that. So thanks for tuning into this podcast, and I hope we see you next time. Peace.
Yes, thank you guys.
Thank
Yeah,
you so much
thank
for
you guys
joining.
for
Thank you
watching.
for having.
Thank you for having us,
Hey guys,
Kunal.
one
See you
by
next
one.
week. See you next
Guys,
Next
let,
week for
let
sure.
everybody's voice not overlap each other.
Yeah.
So, guys, everybody. Yeah. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Stay tuned to Quarantalks. And yeah, see you guys in the next episode.